Hi, welcome to Arty Crafty Alchemy and the Sweet and Sassy Block. I'm the Arty Crafty Alchemist. Let's get started. For today's video, I am creating with products from Sweet and Sassy Stamps. I'm using digital stamps today. This is also a giveaway hop, open worldwide. Please see my description box to find out how to enter this giveaway for a $20 gift code to the Sweet and Sassy Stamps online store. So now let's get started on today's project. First of all, I have this larger flower. I have made some tags with a smaller version, and then I have this panel that I haven't used for anything as of yet. But I thought I would show you how I coloured in all these daffodils, and this digital stamp is called Daffodil Block. For the flowers on all of these, I have used Y19, Y08 and Y06, and I have started with my lightest colour these now. I did forget when I was doing one of the other digital stamps that I got and messed it up a little bit, but that's okay. I laid down Y06 and then I've switched to my darkest colour, which is Y19. Then I'm going on to my medium, which is Y08. And then I'm going back to my lightest, Y06. I had a heck of a time trying to get things printed. I ended up having to go to my local Officeworks and get it printed because my daughter couldn't find her ink, my uncle couldn't get his printer to work, my printer's not accepting any ink. I put brand new cartridges in and it says it is full. Eventually I managed to get some things printed. For the flower stamps I used W7, G07 and G19. Now because they were so tiny on these ones, I actually did go in the other direction and I used W7 for the shadows. Then I went over that with G19 and added a little extra, and then I went over all of that with G07. For the background I used RV Triple O, just right up close to the flowers. Then I used RV Quadruple O, and then I used the colourless blender. Let's hope I pick the right colours. While that is drying, I'll move this out of the way. I had trouble with printing, as I said before, and so I have a bunch of misprints on there. Forgot to do this little bit in here. I'm just going to take some E19. I can't remember if it was E08 or E19 I did on all the others. So I'm just going to add some in for the stems, and then I will probably turn this one into a card, but I won't get time to do that now. I'll explain a bit more in a little bit. I also have these caramel tarts and I've just tied it with a ribbon so it's easy to get into. There's nothing worse than getting food and it's all taped up and you can't get into it. And then I'm threading the tag through, and then I'm going to tie a knot in that. And then tie a bow, and I'll trim off the excess ribbon. So I have this one coloured the same way as this, but with YG00 and YG000, and I just remembered for that one I used RV00 as well. And so I'm just going to quickly go over this. It was a bigger space, so I used the 3 colours instead of the 2. In between doing this, I went to my daughter's for New Year's, not just because it was New Year's, but because fires. I don't know how much you know about the fires in Australia right now, but there's one just a couple of kilometres away from me. It is pretty scary, and yesterday was super hot and super windy, which meant that there was the possibility of embers and fires starting close to me, so it was safer to go to my daughter's because she is more in town. Now we'll let that one dry and see if it looks closer to the others. I have this one done with YG00 and 000. Then I have this one done with BV00 and 000, and the flower coloured the same way as this. And then around this little oven from the oven, I have used the same two background colours to colour that in. And I just realised I think I did this one in the RV colour by mistake, but it still looks okay with that. And these are BV. I had originally ran some through the Mink, but because I thought I wasn't going to be able to come home today and they didn't fit, I did these ones. These are too big for on here. I just stuck some other ones on there to get them done because I thought I was going to have to film on my phone at my daughter's. So there are 2 caramel tarts. The sentiments from these are the Kitchen Digital Sentiments. I have this tag done with the YR00 and quadruple O. And then I have this one that I did with blue, green, 00 and triple O. And this one is done with B00, B000 and B quadruple O. So I've done lots of those lovely daffodils. Next I have made a couple of cards. The first one uses a background from my stash. Can't remember what stamp company it is. I just managed to snag a box of 48 cards, I think it is, for $5, which is very cheap in Australia. And I thought the grey lines looked really nice on the back of this. The stamp is Peekaboo Sophie Digi, and she has been coloured with. The flower is Y02, Y00 and Y000. And these flowers are just 00 and Y02, and their centres are Y17. The butterfly is Y00, Y02 with a hint of YR00 in the bottom to darken it up a bit. I felt it needed a touch of tiny colour. All the green is G14, G06, YG09 and G05. The hair is E25 and E29. Her face is E00, E000 and E quad 0, except my E00 is almost out of ink and I don't have a refill for it, so I need to try and remember next time I do an order that that is the colour I need to get. And her cheeks are R20. And then the flower pot is E09, E19 and YR27. For this bit I remembered to do the light first, but for this bit I went dark to light and it ended up a bit splotchy, so that was a bit annoying, but never mind. The sentiment is from Sentiments for Him, and I have used my Mink to add some gold foil on top of that. And it says, "You give me courage." Then I made a Valentine's Day card. The digital stamp is Turtles Heart Balloons. The sentiment came from Valentine Sentiments Digital. And I foiled that with some red foil in the Mink. Had lots of gems. The paper is As a Craft with Love. And the colours I have used on our turtle are, for the balloons, I've used R29, R27 and R17. This part of the turtle is Pro Marker, Dusty Rose and Khaki. For the turtle body I used Y95 and 91. Turtle's head and limbs are YG45 and G43. Now I have a question for this card. I wanted to ask your opinion. I have Wink of Stella and I was wondering if it would make this card too girly to add some Wink of Stella to the balloons, because right now I feel it could be either a man's or woman's card. So let me know below whether you think it'd be too girly to add Wink of Stella. And I forgot to mention both of these cards. Hello, kitty. She's coming to say hello. I forgot to mention both of these cards use B00, B000 and B quadruple 0 for the background. Don't chew the plastic. Before I show you my last project, I have lots and lots of bits that I've cut out and not used. I have lots of bits that I have yet to use. I'm absolutely in love with stamp. I bought this one extra, but I haven't had a chance to colour it in. As I said, Fire's been in and out of the house and had to do what I could in the time I had. For my last project, I used a box die, which I think I've overstuffed because I can't get it to stay shut right now. Oh dear. I have added some sparkly red tape all the way around. For the bunny, I used the Valentine Bunny with Sentiment digital stamp, and the sentiment is the Some Bunny Loves You. And again, I have used the Sentiments for Him digital stamp. I have run them both through the ink with red foil, and then I have added some bling to that. The bunny's belly and tail are coloured with W1, WO and the colourless blender, and his nose is R20 layered up. I just added a little bit, let it dry, and added a little bit more till I built up the darker at the bottom and the colour going up here and here, and the colour under the ear and from the bottom there. The bunny's body is W5, W3 and W1. Then again, I've used the B18 and layered it up to get a lighter centre of the patch on the heart. I just thought it would look nice with a pop of colour. And then for the heart, I've used R39, R37 and R27. Thought the darker red would look nice on a male orientated project. And then I have filled it with chocolate, and I've probably overstuffed it. That might be why it's not staying shut, but I don't know. I always have trouble getting these boxes to stay shut. There we go. Maybe it was just overstuffed. I made these two as a set that could go together if you wished them to, although they can also be completely separate. Just a recap, I used the Daffodil Block for these projects, extra tag, and an extra one ready for me to cut out here. Then I used the Peekaboo Sophie Digi-Stamp, this card, and the Turtle's Heart Balloons digital stamp for this card. And for this one, I used the Valentine's Bunny with Sentiment digital stamp. And the sentiments are Sentiments for Him digi-stamps, Kitchen Sentiments digital stamps, and Valentine's Sentiments digital stamps. So I hope you enjoyed my projects. I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do. I did actually buy a couple of extra sets, so if you are interested in seeing me colour this bird, let me know below. I've got a couple of copies so I can give it a try. And I also got the Bowling Strike digital stamp and the Bowling Sentiments digital stamps to have a play with at a later date. Hope you all are safe from the fires if you're in Oz. Had a great Christmas wherever you are, and a really happy New Year's Eve celebration, and that your new year will be awesome. I need to get these out of the way. They're in my light. Sorry about that. Check the description box below for how to enter the competition. Thank you so much, Sweet and Sassy, for letting me be part of this blog. Everybody else who is in this blog hop will also be linked below. Don't forget to please go and check out those lovely talented ladies that are hopping along with me. Good luck in the competition. Let me know below your favourite item that I made from the Sweet and Sassy Digi Stamps that I got. If you liked this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to see more content like this, and hit the bell notification to know when new videos come out. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hop along. See you all next time. Bye for now.